Okay.
I ain't done it yet.
All right.
Go over there and look at that spot of dirt. No, matter of fact, you stand right here and you watch this machine work, and then and now I'm gonna go over the entire yard, every square inch of yard with this machine. So sit right here and watch it.
Okay.
And you'll see.
Oh, this is your camera.
Yes, it is.
Holy shit.
That's right. That's right. We don't cuss on my channel. I'm just, I'm messing with you. All right, looks like we're up and running again. Good morning. It's Pete with GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day. And this is another renovation we got going on. It's about 50, I think it's 57,000 square feet on this one. I'm gonna cut this off, see if this, I better not, it might stop recording. So right now I'm doing my drop spreading. Yesterday I got all the ground prep right. Things leveled up like they need to be. All right. When I met with the guy out here, he's having some pretty serious erosion problems right here. And so I talked with him and convinced him to put this rock in here. He wanted grass. I said, no, let's don't do grass. Let's do rock and permanently fix it. I'm a big advocate on permanently fixing problems. You've heard me say it a million times. Grass is not always the answer. It's not always the answer. So many folks want grass everywhere. They want grass on the rocks. They want grass under the trees. They want grass growing on their patio. They want it on the hood of their truck. Grass is not always the answer. Real pretty place back here. Man, it's gorgeous back here. Nice pond over here. Looks really good. All right, this area right here, he's had erosion problems and he had some type of rock thing put there. And we're gonna mulch, or we're not going to, somebody's going to, that bank, a little bit of that slope right there, a little bit in here and right in here, because you can see moss, trees, air conditioned on it. Everything in the brother is wrong with this spot right here to grow grass. So again, don't try to make the grass grow somewhere that it don't grow naturally, or somewhere that it's easier for it to grow. I guess would be a better way to say that. Put him a nice little curve right there for when he's mowing. Come right down through here like this and go right up this hill. Whoops, I forgot to shoot, I forgot to power rake that right there. I just have to work that up extra good with the elevator. When I'm using this drop spreader, you can see I'm letting it overhang onto the sidewalk a little bit. I just like to do that so when I come back and blow, I can easily blow that seed over. That's how I get those edges extra thick. All right, let's stop right here. Boy, I'm getting fat and out of shape. I don't know if you can hear me breathing hard, but I am. I don't know how I'm gonna get my machine in there, but we'll see. All right, rest of that I can get with a permagreen. This little narrow spot right here, I'm gonna go in and drop seed all of it. Just so I ain't gotta throw grass seed over in his mulch there. I just had a cool idea. Well, I don't have any more this year because I'm down to, got 4 renovations left. This is one of them. I think we've done about 12 this year. But get a real small yard to do a renovation and do this first person view on a real small one. And then that way it can be a shorter video. All right, one more. Whoop, 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 whoop. So the guy, here's something else I talked him into. Look at that view, man. That's a gorgeous view with that pond. I really like that. It really looks good on the drone flyovers I did earlier. You'll see them later when I do before and after videos. But you can see where I didn't power rake any of that. I just kind of eyeballed it with a Ventrac and rode a couple of circles around this tree and outlined him a mulch ring for him to put his mulch. So I'm gonna go too wide on this, slide over just a little bit. That way the only reason I'm doing this is so I don't have to get super close with the permagreen. All right. That power rake is a game changer for me, I'm telling you. I'm able to come in here. This is 56 or 57,000 square feet or somewhere in that range, a little over an acre. And I power rake the entire thing in about 3 hours. Which is pretty cool. I've never really been able to do that before. In the past with renovation work, we would just come in and kill it off and aerate it, and if you had humps and bumps, the humps and bumps were still there. But now I can tell people we'll give you a nice smooth yard to mow. Of course, it's an extra charge, they pay more for that, but I'm finding that people don't mind that. That convenience of having a nice even yard. Now you can see I didn't do any major grade work. You see this hump, I left it because it took me an hour or so to cut that down. He wasn't worried about it, but it's still a nice smooth ride. It's not bumpy. This is all fresh dirt brought in. They raised it up about 3 or 4 feet. It's going to be a tent pad. He's got, I don't know, they do some kind of meetings here or something, outdoorsy type stuff. And he's gonna have a big tent set up. He wants a nice level spot, so that's what that. Same thing right here. I'm gonna kind of create him an arc with his mower. That way he don't have to do any maneuvering and stuff. He can just, all this is gonna be mulch on the inside of this line right here I'm making. Oh. I just hope the elevator breaks this up. Boy, you talking about some hard freaking dirt. Good gracious. I mean, rock hard. But it also looks like a real powdery dirt, meaning when that elevator hits it, it just turns it into powder. So I'm hoping that's the case. I'm really hoping that's the case. I don't want to be here but so long. When I leave this one, I've got to go to another town nearby and finish up 2 that are side by side. Now those are smaller renovations, so I've already done all the ground prep on them and got them ready, so it won't take me long to finish them up. And then tomorrow's Sunday, and if I get these done, I'll be at worship, and if not, it's just that time of year. I think it's in Matthew where they were asking Jesus about working on the Sabbath. It's in one of the Gospels, I think. And they were asking him about working on the Sabbath. I guess they were trying to trick him again, see what he would say. And he put it pretty simple, pretty plain and simple. He said, well, if your ox was in a ditch on Sunday, would you leave it in the ditch until Monday? I thought that was a pretty cool answer. So, you know, people get a little wigged out about working on Sundays and dishonoring, you know, the Sabbath or whatever. And I'm all about that. I believe Sunday is a day of rest and worship. Of course, I worship every day. Don't get to rest every day, but you know how that goes. But there are times that you have to get it done, even on a Sunday. My ox is definitely in a ditch right now. So I'm gonna pull it out tomorrow if I have to. But if I don't, I'll be at church worshiping my King, and then tomorrow afternoon I've got to work either way. I've got to do my neighbor's renovation in the back there, because that's actually the only time I have, because Monday and Tuesday I go right back to spraying our last applications of Pilex, and then go right back to aerating and seeding Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week. So, whew, I can't wait until September's over, just to be honest with you. Just to be honest with you. And I got a full tank of gas. Now this set outside last night, and you see how that little bit of dew got in there, so I want to get that out before I put my seed in there, because it'll piss me off if I don't. It'll get all sticky. What I'll do, I'll just take my knife and Now I don't use settings. I eyeball it. When you've spread as much grass seed as I have, you can eyeball it and almost kind of tell what your rate per 1,000 is. Need a little sweet tea. Get me going. All right. Let's put some grass seed out. With the permagreen, you can get away with one pass if you're full speed in high gear and wide open on the thing here, and that's still throwing back to the tire track. That's the way that works. Right there, I didn't edge out that tree line with the drop spreader, so I just went kind of slow and made my edge with the machine. Looking at my tire track right there, making sure that seed's falling on the tire track. Alright, so one of the cool things about this Ventrac is it's got the box, seed box on it. Oh, what is that? I don't know what that was. And so I got all my seed out. But I'll keep this full just in case I see a spot that I just feel like I want to put a little bit more seed down. That's all. Now hit the button as I'm aerating. Whoops. Alright, we're still rolling. I gotta stop and get my earplugs. I wouldn't call it a gripe, because it's kind of hard to gripe about the Ventrac. But if I had to say one thing that I get a little agitated with is when the ground's a little wet. See this roller right here? The stinking mud clogs up on it, and you could see the machine kind of hopping a little bit. When dry dirt, of course, it don't do that. It don't stick, but wet it does. So I'm gonna get with Aaron and them and see if they can't put some kind of bar across here that'll scrape it off as it's rolling. I think that'll make a big difference. And I'm going to go deep with this thing because the ground actually is working up really nice and really fast too. So I'm gonna lower this thing, get it as deep as it'll go. That way I can go a little bit faster. And I always keep this kind of stuff handy because I can't stand a ratchet and a socket. I hate it with a passion. They're too slow for me. So I use a this battery powered stuff. Speed the process up just a pinch. Like that. And that roller is, maybe that stuff will pop off here in a minute. Once I get out here in the dry dirt, it'll it typically falls off. What's my knife? I need that. Alright. Tell you what, I'm gonna swallow a drink right quick before I get at it, because I ain't gonna stop again. My wife's bringing me some lunch here in a little bit. I think I'll have a sun drop this time. All right, here's your chance. You can watch this thing work. You've been wanting to see it. Huh?
Okay. You know, I'm just like you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm task oriented.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm linear.
Okay.
You know what that means?
I have no idea.
Well, it's what you are.
Okay.
You're super focused.
Yeah.
On your job.
Yeah.
And you're just going
wide open, right?
Right. But you got to listen to the people that can write the check.
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
Okay. I don't think you heard me when I came up here the last time.
Yeah.
My wife cares a lot about on the other side of this thing that goes down.
Yeah.
About 10 feet in. From the edge in. And she cares about this point here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, the whole yard in a month from now, if it gets the right water, the whole yard's gonna be green. Every square inch. I don't focus.
I don't think you've put, but you haven't.
I know. I'm doing that right now.
Oh, you haven't done.
I haven't even done it. Go over there and
up against the driveway.
Yeah, I haven't done any of that yet.
Oh, okay.
That's why it don't look like it's done, because I'm
okay.
I ain't done it yet.
All right.
Go over there and look at that spot of dirt. No, matter of fact, you stand right here and you watch this machine work, and then and now I'm gonna go over the entire yard, every square inch of yard with this machine. So sit right here and watch it.
Okay.
And you'll see.
Oh, this is your camera.
Yes, it is.
Holy shit.
That's right. That's right. We don't cuss on my channel. I'm just, I'm messing with you.
Okay.
Watch this. You stand right there in the front of that truck,
right,
and you watch this, and then you'll see.
I'll be all right.
you see how it works the ground, and that roller, see how it flattens it back out all in one pass. And you can't even hardly see the grass seed because all that seed is buried in the ground.
That's a trick right there.
Yeah, it is. And it takes a while to do 56,000 square feet, so that's why I'm kind of rushing.
I understand, Pete.
So, but yeah, all this will be worked up, and when I leave, you can have at it with the water, and your wife's really gonna like. Hey, your wife's gonna buy you a steak after she sees all this.
I'm back in the box.
That's right.
I'm back in the box.
That's right. Yep.
All right.
This is what your truck looks like when you live in it for September. This is one of the neatest things about the Ventrac is you can get this arm that goes on the back. I can't remember which one. There it goes. Look at that. Whoops, snap. Now I gotta let this part out first. Like that. This is one of my favorite things about the Ventrac. Is look at there. I backed up to it. I'm hooked up. Belt's out of the way. And now I can move this thing. What do you think about that? Whoop, whoop. Boy, I really like that feature now. I can do it right there and take some of the pressure off of it. snap, look at there. I got a leak. I gotta tighten that up. I don't know where that. Oh, that's where it's coming from. It ain't even tight. Huh. It helps to tighten your hydraulic fittings. They must have worked loose. My trailer was in the way. Again, so you see there's a little bit of weeds. Don't sweat that. Weeds are gonna come. Whether you do a renovation or not, kill off everything, weeds are going to come. That's why a good lawn care program is crucial. When Adam and Eve sinned, when God created the world, created Adam and Eve, and they decided to disobey God and sin, that contaminated everything. Everything. That's why your kids disobey. They don't listen. Smart talk. That's why people get sick. That's why there's turmoil in the world. That's why everything bad that happens in the world is from sin, including weeds. And of course, Jesus is the cure for that. Of course, he's not going to make your weeds magically go away. A good pre-emergent, post-emergent do that. But, you know what I'm saying. Oh, it feels good. That feels real good. This is my biggest renovation this year. I think I got one that's like 39,000 square feet. This one's 55, 56, something like that. And a couple of 10, 12,000 square feet. And then the other ones are less than 10. So, hope you've enjoyed this. So, y'all have a good day. See you on the next one. Peace out.